set your coaches and pros, the X's and O's. This is the best what we do, what we know. So let's go. Yo, what's up with it, y'all? What's up with it? What's up? Brock Purdy's contract, man. I forgot to talk about that, man. Man, just ended the live, and so anyway, his contract, man. He just got a couple of bucks, man. Brock Purdy, man, he getting that paper, man. Let's go ahead and let's get this pulled up real quick for y'all that's out there, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Make sure y'all hit that like, share, subscribe button, man. Go ahead and hit that. Support the Bull channel. Out here working, and I am working, and I am working. So yeah, it's just scrolling through some things right now. Brock Purdy, man, signed a 5-year deal worth $265 million. 181 million of those dollars is fully guaranteed. He is getting paid $53 million per year. Brock Purdy is. And the thing I have to say about Brock Purdy, y'all, is that Brock Purdy, is he worth the money? It's like, look, whether we want to sit here and say, is Brock Purdy worth the money or not, he's laughing his way to the bank, I must say. And it's just the market. It's the way that the market rolls, right? These quarterbacks, some of these quarterbacks who just now were drafted this year, in about 4 years, their contracts, they'll probably be making somewhere close to $100 million per year if they are successful. Let's just call it what it is. The price goes up. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Today's price is not yesterday's price. It always is going to go up. And that's just how it is. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Next week, you know what I'm saying? Today's price is not next week's price. Next week's price is not next month's price. Next month's price ain't next year's price. It's always going to go up. Inflation always happens. That's just the way it is. So, you know what I mean? That's just the way it is. Period, point blank. Your rent don't stay the same when you're getting when they know there's a worldwide of people getting paid more in their job. If there was an announcement that everybody at every job in America was going to get paid $20,000 more per year, no matter what job you had, and if you had some kind of degree or license or tech or whatever, you were going to get $20,000, then I'm pretty sure every mortgage company, something, or landlord, if you're renting or whatever, the price would go up for on housing. That's just how it is, right? That's just what we live in. It's the day and age. And sometimes we get caught up and we get emotional, and we don't respect that. But I will say this about Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy had a fantastic 2022 season, did he not? And look, we could talk about it, but I sometimes like pulling these things up, right? Because we get caught, like I said, we get caught up, and some people just like to see things happen, right? And therefore, I'm gonna pull it up for y'all so that y'all see these things. Let me get that stop. Let me get that pulled down. Stop sharing that. Get pulled up another tab for y'all, so I make sure that I got the right tab pulled up. Because it is what it is. Sometimes people get caught up and they like to see things like, okay, Trucker, you talking, but let's see it. So I want to show y'all. So this is the 2022 season for the San Francisco 49ers. Now, during the regular season, as you can see, Trey Lance started out that season with the loss against Chicago. We all know that. Jimmy Garoppolo then goes in, and he goes on kind of he plays decently. But towards the end of the season, week 13, Brock Purdy comes in. Brock Purdy comes in the game, and as you can see, the biggest thing was, to me, Christian McCaffrey. And this is what I wanted to talk about a little bit, but I kind of sometimes I forget when I have multiple topics, or I was just going in on about the Steelers. You could just say it was just a Steelers show today on the fans' point of view. Well, when I made this video anyway, right? So we look at the games, and you could argue that, yeah, Brock Purdy really never even played nobody. They beat the Miami Dolphins team. They beat Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Seattle Seahawks, Washington Commanders. They beat the Las Vegas Raiders, and then they beat Arizona, right? Who did he really play? But he won 6 games that year, closing out the season with a 6-game winning streak, right? A 6-game winning streak. In those games, he had a very consistent run game. A very consistent run game, right? Let's just call it what it is. Pay attention. This is the rusher on the right side of the screen. As you can see right here where my mouse is at, that's McCaffrey. And that win with 66 yards. He threw for 210 that game. 185 yards he threw for, but Christian McCaffrey had a 119-yard game. Brock Purdy, once again, over 200 yards. And then once again, McCaffrey has a 100-yard game. McLeod comes in. Ray McLeod comes in. Brock Purdy throws for over 200 that game. They win. They beat Washington. McLeod has 71. Brock Purdy again over 200, close to 300 on the Las Vegas Raiders. McCaffrey has 121 that game. And that's where I was talking about running backs matter in this league, whether we want to say that they don't or not. So let's go ahead and let's go to the 2023 season. Okay. Yeah, that's what Brock Purdy did there. Okay, Trucking, what are you talking about? So I want to go here to Brock Purdy. Let's go to Brock Purdy. And I believe that year, where did they go to? The conference championship? I can't remember. So they start off Christian McCaffrey, all 4 games, having Christian McCaffrey makes a difference for this team. A good running game with Brock Purdy makes a difference, but that's for a lot of quarterbacks. You can't just be one dimensional thinking everybody's going to be Tom Brady. And even Tom Brady had a good running game. That people forget that. Like a lot of great people, Troy Aikman still had he still had a good run game, right? Like, we can't forget that these great quarterbacks also had some good running backs, right? Let's just call it what it is. But anyway, Brock Purdy puts it on the Steelers 30-7, open up, and they give it to us. So they beat us so bad out the gate. They give it to us so bad. He comes out starting on fire. Brock Purdy's already 4-0, but of course with Christian McCaffrey there, but he's still for over 200. Once he got this offense down pack, he's still for over 200. Start off a 6-game winning streak, 6-0. Start off 6-0. Brock Purdy does in 2023. We can see that now because this is what I'm bringing up stats because see, this is what gets you paid, whether we agree with stats or not. But this is where you get your bread and butter at. Period. Point blank. You get paid a number based off your numbers. That's it. That is it. We can't argue that because that is what it is. Now, then they go on a 3-game losing streak. They go on a 3-game losing streak. You know, so now he's 6-3, but then he turns back around again and goes on another 6-game winning streak in 2023. And he's throwing that rock, but he got a consistent running back. Christian McCaffrey is consistent at this point. They are killing the game right now. You got Kittle and McCaffrey on the team. They're killing them right now. They do. Then they lose. The next game they lose is to Baltimore, but they winning. And they go in the postseason, and then what happens in the postseason, dog? They lose the Super Bowl. They lost the Super Bowl. He goes into the postseason, bro. Christian McCaffrey almost got 100 yards on Green Bay and Detroit in 2023. They lose the Super Bowl to the Kansas City Chiefs by 3 points. 3 points. Not a blowout. So he's a hell of a game manager. One of the best that's out there. Like, we could call it what we want, y'all. Like, look, if anybody understands the importance of a quarterback, it's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan like myself right now, and not having a good run game. So, like, I mean, a quarterback. So, 2024 season was not good for Brock Purdy, but however, the stats are there. But what's missing? He's still for over 200 in all his first 8 games. A lot of quarterbacks don't meet that mark. He's done it. But what's the difference here? Consistent running back play. Is it not? Is it not, ladies and gentlemen? He don't have consistent running back play. I mean, Mason is you can argue that Mason was pretty consistent. We did pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Like I would say that's a damn good running back. I would say that Mason was really good, at least for the first 5 weeks of the season. I would say that Mason was on a roll. 147, 100 yards, 77 yards, 123. What are they losing these games with? Is this defense? Could you argue that the defense wasn't there? Was it turnovers from Brock Purdy? You know what I'm saying? Like that, but all I'm saying is he puts up the numbers even in these losses. It damn sure ain't him. His worst game, I think, was Buffalo. But that was a very bad game, under 100 yards. And then you can even argue that Green Bay stopped them, Seattle did. But other than that, Brock Purdy, he puts up the numbers. He's getting a production out of the offense. He's getting you know what I mean? Like he's moving the ball. He's moving the ball. You know, so I'm just saying those numbers is what gets you paid. And that's all that he needed to do to get paid, bro. That's all he needed to do. He didn't have to do too much. You know what I'm saying? To get paid. And that's all. And the purpose of making this was just to say to a lot of people out there is that as fans, sometimes I know we get a little sidetracked about things, but you can't let that you can't let feel emotions in this sometimes on how you may feel Brock Purdy may be worth it. It's just the market right now. The market says that Brock Purdy is worth this, right? But he didn't even come in and be the highest paid. You know what I mean? He's not the highest paid quarterback. He's not. Let's make that clear. He didn't come in and set the record of being the highest paid quarterback, but he came in and getting the 53 million. I don't know how y'all feel, but I'm gonna just keep it real because I like to keep it real. I cannot sit here without a doubt and definitively say that Brock Purdy was the reason why San Francisco is not successful. Could you really come out here and say that? I don't know. I'm asking y'all, can y'all really say without a doubt, put it down in the comments, that San Francisco is not successful because of Brock Purdy? That's all I want. Why is San Francisco 49ers not successful? That's what I asked you guys. All right. Till the next one, y'all. Y'all know how I give it up. Pray for me. I pray for y'all. Peace, y'all.